Welcome you all once again to the class students, and today we are going to learn the chapter number 2 from your footprints book, and the title is The Thief's Story. In this chapter we will discuss about there are only two major characters. The one is actually a young boy, and another one is Anil. So what is the suspense? A young boy makes friends with Anil, and Anil trusts him completely and implies him. So does the boy betray his trust? So this is going to be the suspense of the chapter that we are going through. Okay. So I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So the writer is talking about himself only, and he is saying that from the beginning he was a thief when he was actually there in the connection with Anil, and at that time his age was only 15 years old. And though he was only 15 years old, he had a very good successful hand over stealing. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. So these are some more things. He was actually, when he met Anil, at that time Anil was watching a match, a wrestling match, and his age is 25. He is tall, he is a lean fellow, and also looked a very easy person to actually betray. I had not had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So actually he was thinking that he was very good in his profession. That's why very soon he will be able to get the confidence of that man. You look a bit of wrestler yourself, I said, and a little flattery helps in making friends. So just as a little flattery, whenever when we want the support of a person, usually what we do, we usually use flattery. So Anil said, "You look like a wrestler." Okay. So do you? He replied. In the same way, he also replied, "You are also looking like a wrestler." And when he remarked this, I was totally out of my sense because I was a short, a type of thin person. Okay. Well, I said modestly, "I do wrestle a bit." When he had said all these things, he will have to reply. So he said, "Yes, it's true. As I used to actually wrestle a lot." So what's your name? He asked. I asked Hari Singh. I lied. So when he asked me my name, I told him my name is Hari Singh, and I took a new name. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of police and my former employers. So why he always taking a new name? Every month he took a new name just to keep himself away from police and also from his previous employers. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestler who was grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So after that introduction, Anil was just talking about those wrestlers, and then about which I was not actually interested. When Anil started to walk away from there, I started to follow him casually. "Hello again," he said. Once again he greeted me. I gave him my most appealing smile. "I want to work for you," I said. And just as he greeted me, I offered him that I want to work for you, but I cannot pay you. At this, Anil replied, "Though you want to work for me, but there is a problem, I cannot pay you." So this was the remark. I thought that for over a minute, perhaps I had misjudged the man. I asked, "Can you feed me?" So for a certain moment, he thought that this time I think there is something wrong. I had misjudged the men. Then there is no chance, so that's why he put another query, "Can you feed me?" So he asked me, "Can you cook?" "I can cook," I lied again. Once again he lied that yes, I can cook. "If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. If you are able to cook, then I can feed you." He took me to his room over the Jumna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So there he took me to his room, which is situated over Jumna Street shop, and there he instructed me that I can sleep over there on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to a stray dogs and told me to be off. So when actually that day he also cooked food, but the food was so tasteless, and it was so worse that he Anil gave it to the two stray dogs, and that's why he was and also told me to take a off. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and I couldn't help laughing, and he couldn't help laughing. But even after getting his instruction, I didn't move away from there, and I started to smile in my most appealing way, which actually resulted in his humor, and he started to laugh. Later, he patted me on the head and said, "Never mind, he would teach me to cook." Then he told me, "Okay, don't take it seriously. I will teach you how to cook." He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. And one more thing that he was going to help him is that he will teach him how to write his name and also how to write the whole sentences, and then after something in maths like adding numbers. I was very grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So if he will be educated, then there is no limit of his achievement. There can be no limit of his achievement. So it was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies. So it was a very pleasant time that he was working with Anil. In the morning he is preparing tea, and then after then it was his time to buy the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. So what he do, actually he always make a rupee whenever he is going to purchase anything. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he didn't seem to mind. And he also tell us that actually so far as his knowledge, Anil knew that he is making money by this way, but even then he never said anything. Okay, now Anil made money by fits and starts. He would borrow one week, lend the next. So this was Anil's actually way of earning money. There was no usual pattern. He earned money by fits and starts. He would borrow one week and also lend the next. So he kept working about his checks, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out to celebrate. Just as his check arrived, he started to celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazine. After spending some time with Anil, he came to know that Anil was earning money by writing for the magazines, and it was a strange way to make his livelihood. One evening, what happened? He came home and with a small bundle of notes. He is having a small bundle of notes, and he was saying that he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, I saw him took the money under the mattress, and he also have seen Anil while he was putting the money under his mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So actually, he was working for Anil for there about 1 month, but except deceiving him while purchasing the household things, he did nothing wrong with him. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come to and go as I pleased. I also have a second key, and which I can use for coming and for going. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So this way he was the most trusted person, and that is why it was so difficult to rob him, as he was trusting him a lot, and that's why it was really very difficult for the thief to rob him. It is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to rob, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes even he doesn't notice he had been robbed and takes all the pleasure out of the world. There is no pleasure in robbing a careless person. Why? Because even he will not notice that he has been robbed, and then there will be no interest in robbing a person. So when it is the time I did some real work, I told myself. He also just making him realize that now it's time to do his real work, and I am out of practice, as he was not in practice at that time. if I don't make money, he will only waste it on his friends. And if he will not take the money, then definitely he will waste all this money on his friends. And after all, he doesn't even pay me. And he also told to himself, even I haven't got my salary, so I can do all these things. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight streamed over the balcony, fell on the bed. Anil was actually half asleep at that time. He was sleeping very soundly, and a ray of moonlight was coming out through the balcony, and it was falling on his bed. I sat upon the floor, considering the situation. If I took the money, and the thief was sitting on the floor, and he was thinking about the situation, what will happen if he steals the money. I could catch that 10:30 express to Lucknow. So he was also calculating that there is 10:30 express which can lead him to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept to the bed. Then very carefully he crept towards his bed, and he was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. There was no single sign of any problem on his face. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine was mostly scars. My hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound, and Anil sat in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. So he slides his hand under the mattress and searched for the notes, and then he found the notes, and without making any sound, he dragged all the notes out from under his mattress. At that time, Anil also sighed in his deep sleep and turned towards his side, which actually shocked him, and he crawled out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. Just as he came out of the room, he began to run. I had notes at my waist and held there by a string of my pajamas. So, by using the string of his pajama, he had just carefully put the notes over there. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes 600 rupees and 50. So 600 rupees, those were 600 rupees in the notes of 50. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So for near about 1 or 2 weeks, he can live a very healthy life, very a life full of rich. He can live for about 1 or 2 weeks. So when I reached the station, I didn't stop at the ticket office, as I had never bought a ticket, but dashed to the platform. He directly moved towards the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into the one of its carriage. So the train was about to picking up speed, and he could actually catch the train. But I hesitated for some reason I can't explain. But there was some hesitation occurs in his mind. The reason of this hesitation he cannot explain, and he lost the chance to get away. Well, when the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. Actually, he don't believe in friendship, as friends can be a trouble in comparison to a help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. And he was actually very awkward looking. That's why he was thinking that I don't want to leave any clues, and that's why he don't prefer to stay in any hotel. The only person I knew really was the man I had robbed, and now the only person that he knew was the only that he had robbed. And leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. So in that particular short life, he had learned a lot of man's nature. And when a greedy man he has been robbed, he showed fear. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that a little face when he discovered the theft would show only a touch of sadness. He will only show a sad of touchness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. As money was not a very big amount, but he will only become very sad due to the loss of trust. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. Then he was actually there in a Maidan, and then he was sitting on a bench. The night was chilly and it was early November. As it was early November, chill in the night. A light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin. When it began to rain, all his cloths like shirt and pajama, they were wet and they were stuck to his skin. And a cold wind blew the rain across my face. And also the rain and the cold wind, the wind was adding discomfort to his actually problems. So I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter. So then he went back to the bazaar and then he sat down under the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight and I felt the notes. They were damp from the rain. Actually, due to rain, all the notes were damp. They were wet. Anil's money. In the morning, he would probably had given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. Now he's once again giving one more probable incident that can occur the next day. And what was that? Actually, Anil can give him 1 or 2 rupees to go to cinema. But now I had it all. But at present I have all the notes. I could not cook his meal. Now I do not have to cook his meal. Neither I will go to the bazaar or nor I will be able to learn the whole sentences anymore. I had forgotten about all them in excitement of theft. In the excitement of theft, he was actually completely forget about all these things. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. And if I will be able to write and to read the whole sentences, then definitely it will add more charm to my personality. So it was a simple matter of steel, and sometimes just as simple to be paused, but to be a really big man, a clever and respected man was something else. I should go back to Nil and I told myself, if only to learn and read and write. If I want to learn read and write, I will have to go back to it. Then I decided and I hurried back to room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. It's easy to actually to steal something. Okay, I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway. In clouded moonlight, Anil was asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with notes. Then he went to the room and he very carefully was trying to put the notes. He was just trying to take out notes from his pajamas, and then he slid his hand under the mattress and slipped the notes without letting Anil know about it. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. Next morning when he wake up, he found that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hands towards me. There was a 50 rupee note between his fingers. There was 50 rupee note in his fingers, and my heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. So he was thinking that maybe I had been discovered. My spirits rose, but when I took the notes, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. Today we will start writing sentences, he said. But avoiding all these things, Anil just instructed him that we will start writing sentences. He knew, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I know that Anil now knew that I had stolen all the things, but neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil at my most appealing way, and the same smile came by itself without any effort. So students, this is all about the chapter. I hope that there is not a single doubt that is remaining. Still, if there is any query, you can put me into the school WhatsApp group. I am there for you. Thank you. Keep learning. Keep watching.